All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakapadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and I want to go into the day, pretty much how the Most High promised, that He would throw down, Esau's empire. All right, and the centerpiece of Esau's empire is Babylon. Um, because what you see, as I'm out here in the, Lord will, I get to link up with the brothers, the pastoral car down here. I'm excited in the spirit, like a little child, Lord will. I can link up with them brothers later on and we get into it. But speaking, just going back into this, and I see the lighting got me looking like I'm undercover witness. Let's see if I can adjust a little bit so I can try to get a little better lighting. Alright, it's a little better, it's all good, as long as y'all can hear the word coming out. But yeah, man, we got to understand that America being destroyed is a promise. All right, Esau, Edom being put out of power is a promise. We talked about, the promises of our forefathers in the previous video, that we are the heirs, all right, of their promise. We are the children of promise, and we're coming into that. Well, Esau, Edom has promises as well. You see, and it's gonna be his destruction. And let's get that in Malachi 1 and 4. We start with Malachi. And go from there. Now, when you go to chapter 1, verse 4, it says, "Whereas Edom, all right, saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts." And Esau, Edom, he was pushed out, a rulership going back to what they call the Dark Ages, and he was pushed out of rulership where he didn't have any influence in the earth. He didn't have, any power. He wasn't over any of the trade routes. All right, he wasn't in the midst, all right, of the ruling nations of that time, man. Which you mainly had Jake, you had Ishmael, doing their little thing during their time. You see, but Esau, Edom, all right, wasn't in power. All right, but during the Renaissance, what happened? He started wiggle himself back into power, man. He started taking down strongholds, started marrying, into ruling families, and eventually, he was put up as power. The Most High set him back up in power because that's part of prophecy, man. And it says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai have indignation forever." So Esau, Edom has built it. Ever since the Renaissance period, this man has been doing nothing but building. All right? This man has filled the place, full of cities, man. All right? Places where, places, all right? Because when you look at all these different cities, these big cities, man, these are nothing but, all right, satanic altars, man. The way that the infrastructures, like when you go into architecture and all these different things, is influenced by Freemasonry, all right, and Satanism. So what we're seeing is nothing but satanic altars being raised up when Esau builds his cities, man. These skyscrapers and all these different things, yeah, they're cute to look at. They be lit up at night, the skyline, all right, but it's satanic. You see, these ain't nothing but obelisks, all right, modern day ziggurats, all right. When you go into the Tower of Babel, they say there probably been a ziggurat where, those pagan Babylonians thought, when you sacrifice, you want to be high as you can, to get closer to the gods, man. And that's why Esau builds his cities like this, man. And that's why it's written like that when you go to because just structure was based on man. You know, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that's why King David built to, the commandments of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. You know, he got that architecture of the ancient temple from Yahweh Shem Al Shai. You know, and Solomon built it, and that was us building unto our power. See, the kingdom of heaven, we're going to build cities, all right, to our power. You know, that's why like the precious stones and all those different things, it's going to be a particular vibration. You know, and it's a science to those stones. It's going to give off a particular vibration, and we're going to know those things fully, and that's how we're going to build. All right, just as Esau built these satanic cities, you know, to Satan, we're going to build to Yahweh Shem Al Shai in righteousness, man. But when you go to Isaiah 14, all right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. You see, the Most High is determined, all right, for this to never happen again. It's not going to happen. That's why Esau Edom is fighting so hard. He know once he gets taken out of power, this go around, he's done. He's through. You see, he's out of there, man. All right. Yeah, how about Shema Shai is going to keep him, all right, in that lower state until it's time for him to be exterminated. He's going to be the bottom tier slave in the kingdom until it's time for him to be exterminated. He will never get to build a satanic infrastructure in the earth again like he has now, man. All right. So since the Renaissance period to now, we're living in these cities, all right, built up by these Edomites, man. You know, these wicked infrastructure, man. You look at the layouts of all these different cities. You know, they build buildings on particular ley lines. You know, they angle it a certain way according to how the sun rises and sets. You know, it's all satanic, but the Most High is about to throw all this down, man. You see, and that's why America, especially, because America is just a complete satanic altar, man. That's why people are so bugged out, man. That's why these big cities, I know you brothers, you know, you few sisters stay in these big cities. These people are bugged out, man. You know, that's where you see just pretty much anything goes, man. You know, there's a particular energy within these cities, man. All right? Especially cities like Atlanta, Las Vegas, San Francisco, man. All right? That damn freak show, man. All right? You go to the, you know, to the Hard Rock Cafe yesterday, and it's a nigga. All right, as a bartender, this nigga got a Diana Ross wig and the goddamn James Harden beard, man. You know, this place bugged the hell out, man. You see, and the Most High finna destroy this whole entire landmass and the masses of the people in it. That's why he's extrapolating his elect through the spirit, man. You know, but this place is bugged the hell out. Now, when you go to Jeremiah, so I can find it. And I say, because Most High promised, you know, what he was going to do, you know, special to America, man, because America is that wicked influence in the earth. Like when we see the behavior of these other places, they're imitating America, man. All right? So the Most High going to destroy the master copy of wickedness, which is America. I think 49. Yep. This is Jeremiah 49:13. And it says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, that Basra shall become a desolation and a reproach, a waste and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. Yo, so the Most High swore by himself that he's going to destroy all the cities, all right, of Esau Edom, man. You know, and America is like in one big gigantic city, all right, of Esau's empire. And the Most High is going to destroy all these cities, man. You know, because they're all based on what? Satanic, you know, worship, man. Even when you go into Paris, you know, what's the famous thing? The Eiffel Tower. Well, it's nothing but a big Overlex, man. You see, people ranting and raving about the Eiffel Tower. That's a big overlex, man. People, all right, pretty much worshiping a big penis and don't even know it, man. You know, because when you go into Satanism and the ancient Babylonian paganism, it's all rooted around sexual magic. You know, that's why everything is based. Built. All this infrastructure is built on some type of sexual. It's either shaped like a sexual organ, all right, or it's doing a sexual act. You know, so that's when you see these cities, because they talk about what erecting cities. You see, so like they talk about a man having an erection. You see, and then with America, I mean with these different cities, they talking about what erecting city, raising cities. You see, everything is man. This is a very this is a very freaky empire, man. You know. So reading it again, this is Jeremiah 49:13. Said, "For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, that Basra shall become a desolation, and a reproach, and a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste," man. The Most High swore by itself, all right, that He's going to destroy these cities, man. So we're finna see these things torn down, man. You know, Jake love to rep their city and rep their hood and all this. No, man, the Most High finna destroy this place, man. All right. We have no allegiance to these places, man. We don't give a damn where you were born or where you went through from that city to that neighborhood. No, man, the Most High gonna destroy these places, man. We going home. This ain't our rest anyway. Matter of fact, let's get that. All right, this is not our rest, man. You know, we wasn't here to get no hood tattooed on our back. You know, no damn city tattooed across our stomach. All right, this ain't our rest, man. It was a punishment. And now we coming to the end of it. You see? When you go to this Micah. Yeah, Micah 2:10. Yeah. All right. There's a book of Micah chapter 2, verse 10. And it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction." Yeah. And the city, all right, and then the influence of these cities, because you can have, I know you brothers and sisters know, like, especially you from, out the outskirts of the city, how, a lot of people we went to school with, they'll go to these big cities, and 10 years later, man, they'll be turned out, man. They'll be freaked out. You see? But the influence of the city anyway, of this society, all right, is doing nothing but turning our people out, man. That's why it's two things happening. Either the Most High has snatched you out of the darkness and brought you into the light, and is now, conforming you to righteousness, or you're being left there and you're becoming more and more and more polluted, man. You know, look at the transformation of all these people in the music industry, man. They're becoming worse and worse and worse, man. You know, everybody starts off as innocent. All right, look at the Chris Browns, the Wayne, these young guys coming to the industry, man. And then you look at them now, man. That's because they're being destroyed. They've been destroyed, man. You know, this is what we're seeing. So the Wadi Halba Shemal Shah, he pulled us out of the midst of that, man. Of that darkness, man, because it's only destroying Jake, man. You know. Go look at that in Hebrews. It's a spirit. Mm-hmm. So it's a book all right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13. All right, verse 14. It says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." You see? So we have no continuing city here, but we seek one to come. And that's going to be, Jerusalem, man. Beginning with Jerusalem, all right? Israel, you know? That's what we're going back to. We seek one to come. We're going back home, man. Well, you don't have to deal with this wicked, all right? satanic, society, man. And Yahweh Shai is coming to destroy and lay these things flat, man. You know? That's why scripture say when you go to we'll get that in First Peter, or Second Peter, since I'm here. This is Second Peter chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "Sin, then." All right. Well, I started at 10. It said, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise." And the heavens, when you go into that word in the blue letter, you go into that Greek word, and you go into the Strong's lexicon, it's going to go into these cities. All right. It's going to go into these different cities, man. You know, that's what's going to pass away with great noise. You know, the atmosphere ain't going to be destroyed. No, talking about these cities gonna pass away because these missiles gonna create great noise, man. And that's gonna be the destruction and the passing away of all these cities, man. You know? And it's gonna be as a thief in the night because one thing about it, you can get caught up in the city life, man. You know? Hey, the city life, hey, Esau got it so convenient, especially you got a little money, man, you can get caught up. There's always something going on, always some type of event. Like I say, especially in these big cities where all these entertainers be passing through, having shows or just, hanging out. You see, it's easy to get caught up in it. Now the scriptures say, defraud not thyself for the good day. So there's nothing wrong moving around a little bit, but you have the masses of the people. This is what they live for. Their whole life is centered around, all right, partying, and some type of entertainment and indulging, in the city life, man. You see? Especially Jake. Alright? There's a lot of Jake, going broke. Just to do what, man? To seem like someone important in the city, man. You see? Because the city pretty much is like a big showing off contest, man. Alright? The best car, you get a woman, you put her in the look, outfit, to show off the woman you got or the women you got. It's like a big showing off contest, man. And if you caught up in that, you're not going to be watching the signs, all right, that's going to indicate the coming of Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh Shai is simultaneously with World War III. With World War III is simultaneously with all these missiles hitting America, man. So that's why it's going to be a thief in the night, man. All right, because people are going to be what? Caught up, with this life, man. And it says, reading on, it said, 2 Peter 3:11 says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be?" I skim, read 10 again. 2 Peter 3:10 said, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are you to be in all holiness, conversation, and godliness?" Yeah, man, we should have a mind frame looking past this place, man. Looking past the society, man. We should be excited about going home, man. Going back to where we're from, man. The land that was promised unto us, man. And then enjoying the earth, man. Being in rulership, setting everything back up in order, man. Destroying all this satanic infrastructure of Esau Edom, man. Because all the concrete and everything that's left over after the destruction, see Esau Edom, he's gonna have to get all these things up, man. He's gonna clean up his mess, man. Alright? That's part of his punishment as well. This man gonna have to clean up his mess, man. This concrete that's smothering the earth, all that's gonna be done away with. Because the way we're gonna build, everything that we use to build is gonna complement the earth, man. It's not gonna have the earth smothered and suffocated. When we build this, everything is gonna complement the earth. Alright? Our technology in the kingdom, is not gonna harm, alright, the ecosystem. It's not gonna harm people's frequency, man. Our kingdom is gonna be built to raise people's frequency, and it's gonna be in righteousness, man. This place is built to what? Dumb you down. You see? Verse 12 said, looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The Most High is going to melt this place, man. You know, he's going to melt these cities, man. All right? America going to be completely melted, man. Ain't going to be one structure left standing, man. All right? There's not going to be one structure of America standing after this destruction, man. It's going to be a complete desert, man. America's going to be broke down, all right, to to the earth, man. You know, America going to be melted into the earth, all right? And there's going to be some intense heat, man, heat that can melt all elements, man. And guess what? It's going to be people caught up in that, man. That's the scary thing. It's going to be people in it while it's on fire, man. The lake of fire, man. It's going to be people in it. That's part of the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. How can we not fear? There's going to, what the scripture say, weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's simultaneously what? The elements being melted with fervent heat. People are going to be in that. You see? The Most High is going to get his respect in the earth, man. He's going to get his fear in the earth. All right? And America's going to be a big showcase of that, man. Matter of fact, let's get the Psalms real quick. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand. You see that? The Most High is known by the judgment which he executed. And what he's about to do now, in this time, all right, that's going to establish his fear going forth. You see? That's going to establish the fear of Yahweh Shema Shah going forth, man. Hundreds of millions of people are going to die in America in what? This lake of fire, man. You know? They're going to be left. It's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. You see? That's what's to come, man. That's simultaneously what? With the elements melting with fervent heat. And it says, verse 13, it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. All right, new heavens, new rulership, and also new cities, man. You know, wherein dwelleth, all right, righteousness, man. You know, so our kingdom, you know, is going to dwell in righteousness. Right now, like these cities where it dwells in wickedness, filth, you know, pollution. No, our city is going to be dwelt in righteousness, man. You know, it's going to be a whole new standard in the earth, man. You know, a whole new way of existing, but it's going to be in righteousness, man. You know? And that's what we should be excited. We should be looking forward to that, man. We done had enough filth, all right? Everybody done had, you know, that pretty much that spirit, you know, or just YOLO, doing what you want to do. You see? We done tried that way, and it leads to nothing, all right? It leads to nothing but destruction, man. But now, how about Shema Shah finna establish a new way, and he finna get rid of the old, man. You see? So let's go from there. So this place is just waiting, you know, on destruction, man. You know? And it's going to get worse and worse until the time of destruction, man, because people not going to repent. The mass is not going to repent, you know? Like I say, we're going to see a lot more wickedness, you know, being brought to the forefront, you know, before this destruction, man. But that's an indicator how close we are, man. You see? And like I say, well, we, all right, finna go home, man. You know? I want to get that in Job, because it talk about the inheritance of the wicked. So like, just like we're going to inherit everlasting life, you know, like we're going to inherit, you know, rulership, All right. Esau, he's finna inherit, this great destruction, man. Let's see, let's see. Okay, here you go. Job 20. All right. This is Job 20, and I started 27, get to the point. It said, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity. And the heaven going into the atmosphere, which you have what? The satellites. And the satellites transmit these signals, all right, for what? The web. And what's being brought out all over the web to the point where he's trying to censor what's being said. His iniquity, his wickedness is being brought out to the forefront, man. You know? So his wickedness is being brought out, all right? It's being revealed, his iniquity. You know? I say going into how satanic this society is, this satanic, infrastructure. You know? How everything is rooted in Satanism. All this being brought out. You got all type of videos exposing this man about how all the witches and warlocks moved to America and set up shop, and push forth Satanism. All these things, are being exposed, man. All right, and it's all coming through the well, man. All right, the heavens, all right, the firmament, all right, is revealing his iniquity, and it says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his goods shall depart, and it says, his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Yeah, because he's going to be separated, all right, from these riches and resources that he runs, man. He's going to be separated from these things, all right? He's not going to be able to continue to increase, all right, in the earth. No, it's going to come to a stop when this place is being destroyed, all right? Then eventually he's going to be rounded up, all right, and put into captivity, man. So his riches are going to flow away from him. He's going to be spoiled, all right? The lands, all the things that he owns in the earth, because pretty much the earth is in his hand at this point, but all this finna flow away from him, all right? He's finna vomit these things up, as the scriptures say. And it says, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So this is this man's promise that the Most High promised. Look, this is, I say, just like we inherit immortality and rulership, and all these things. He's gonna inherit destruction. He's gonna inherit being a slave. That's his inheritance from the Most High, man. You see, he's so caught up trying to steal our blessing and our inheritance. No, you already have an inheritance, man, and it's finna come. You see, and ours coming too. And it's duality. Because Esau loves to go into duality. Well, the duality is we're being changed at the twinkling of an eye and being beamed up in the chariots. Your empire is going to be destroyed, and you're going to be reserved for captivity. You see, that's the duality, man. So as we get our reward from Yahweh by Shema Shah, matter of fact, Revelation, as we're getting our reward, you're going to get your destruction and your captivity, man. As we're getting released, from captivity, you're going in. This is Revelation 11:18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, the time of the dead, that they should be judged, that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servant, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great. Yeah, because he begins with prophets, 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children, that believe, all right, of the elect, of that 1/3, you see. Everybody's going to be getting their reward within their order, man. And it says, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Esau either. So as we're getting rewarded for righteousness, Esau is going to be getting rewarded for wickedness, man. You know, it's going to be simultaneously, man. So Esau has built up, but the Most High is getting ready to throw down, man. He's allowed this man to just pretty much just increase in the earth, build all these cities, you know, these satanic, altars, that he has propped up in the earth. The Most High allowed this man to do that, but now he's going to get ready to what? Throw down. You see? He's going to get ready to throw down, man, and we're living in the midst, of that overthrow, man. Yeah, we almost gone, man. Ain't nothing left. All right, but the destruction. It's pretty much a waiting game now. All right, and we should have the mindset of preparing to go home. When you get that. All right, when you get this in Baruch chapter 4, no, chapter 2. All right. This is Baruch 2 and 3. And this is what's happening now. This Baruch chapter 2, verse 32. And it says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. And that's what's happening now. The Lord has put the spirit on the elect to what praise him in what captivity, man. In the midst of this captivity, and we begin to praise on our power, man. Because why? The gospel is being preached. You see? The gospel is going forward, the good news, and now we're praising, man. We got something to look forward to, man. And it says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, showing that we will have the names of Yahweh, all right, and the son's name Yahweh Shai, which even amongst Israel, those names are despised, all right? And Jake despises the names of Yahweh and his son's name Yahweh Shai, especially Yahweh Shai. There's an intense hatred when it comes to Yahweh Shai, man. That's verse 33. It says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deed, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And that's what happened. Our pure minds have been stirred up, and we're witnessing the wrong, all right, of our fathers, man. Our parents, parents, these traditions that we was brought up in, like, niggas celebrating Thanksgiving and, which if you went by and got something to eat, cool, man. But these niggas are all into it, and they really believe in these things, man. All right, they getting ready to celebrate Christmas, which is super satanic. That's like the satanic, Passover, man. All right, and they go heavy into it, man. You see, but we recognize all these different things getting lineups. Looking at seafood as a delicacy and a luxury. We've seen that those traditions passed down to us was off, man. All right, and it says, "And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their father which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished." Yeah, so we're gonna fill the earth with cities, man, in righteousness, man. And it's gonna be on a whole nother level. The way we build in the kingdom is gonna be on a whole nother level, man. All right, and they're gonna be these big high rises, man. Nothing to be over 3 stories. It's gonna be a whole different feel in the earth, man. You see? And it says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Yep. So this is what, we're coming to, man. We're finna go home and be rooted, in our homeland. We're gonna branch out from there, but we're gonna be rooted in Jerusalem, all right, in Israel. We're gonna build there. These heathens are gonna build, all right, to our liking, man. And it's gonna be a science, to how we build. All right, say it's gonna be a particular way, that we're gonna do things. Like we're gonna measure things off. All right, just like Esau has his wicked architecture, we're gonna have righteous architecture, man. You know, I say just like King David and Solomon had the blueprint from from the heavens on how to build the temple. Well, we're gonna get that knowledge back on how to build in righteousness, man. You know, so Esau is building, but he's gonna throw down, and we're gonna be established eternal. All right, we're gonna increase and build eternally, man. You know, so Lord will you brothers, all right, and you few sisters were edified. You know, I just want to bring that out this morning. You know, I forgot on Eastern time it's an hour ahead. You know, so I know it's kind of early for some of you brothers and sisters, but Lord will you get to watch the replay. But until the next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abab, DTA soon.